Hey everyone, this is our sprint release video for the conversion team for digital experience. We'll just kind of popcorn around, but I'll start with Jess. Put you in the spot.
No worries. Yeah, this sprint I closed out the Y Ultimate and Y Premium pages, and closed the commit events template. It's kind of like one of those ongoing things will change as they pop up. And I'm blanking on anything else I did, so hopefully that's it. I'll pop it over to Dennis.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. GA4 updates. So from a legal point, I got notice yesterday from Eugene about, at first I thought it was going to be closing it off for the entire EU, but it turns out it's only 4 countries now, which is a good compromise. Italy, Austria, Norway, and France. So we'll lose some data, but I'm hoping that the machine learning algorithm in GA4 will be advanced enough where it can kind of fill in the gap, but we'll see. In terms of implementation, we updated the GTag consent code. And in order for me to test it out fully, I made a new issue. Let me share this one. It's basically blocking Tag Manager from loading freely. The user has to accept this category number 2, which is for performance. However, we have multiple categories like advertisement and functional. So we should remove that. And I already have the rules set on each tag. So for example, this is a Bing tag, and it will only fire if the user consents to advertising cookies. So, we can remove that logic, and yeah, so just let me know. This one, the SaaS trial flow. So Tyler handed this one off to Javi. It'll just kind of like sit in the back burner for a while. When Javi has time, he'll kind of work through that, which is basically tracking if people accept the terms or if they land on the welcome page, etc. The cookie policy on the partner site, I think we did that. I think I saw a couple of cookies that weren't supposed to show up when I denied consent. I think Jameson was supposed to rerun OneTrust to rescan the website, and then he'll let us know when that is complete. And then I just have 2 ad hoc reports here for keeping the resource page, and then CTA clicks for the growth team, which will be done by probably Friday, realistically. And then aside from that, I've just been working on the group analytics meetings, and yeah, I will popcorn to Megan.
Hey, thanks. 2, I guess, smaller things. Margaret was out for a few days this sprint, so I helped a little bit on some outstanding MRs that she had to open. There was an issue for on the Y Ultimate page, I think it was. There was a security risk mitigation link that was going to a page that no longer existed. So fixed that link to go somewhere else, to a page that did exist. But primarily working on the commit page, just trying to get all I could done, kind of following Jess's like work in progress Figma. So that was fun. I'm glad things didn't change too much, but got a lot accomplished. I think we may be in a good spot depending on how content comes in and just little tweaks you have to make. I think we'll be in a good spot to hand over for review Monday morning on schedule. But yeah, hopefully I can show that off in the next iterations demo. But I'll pass it over to Gabby.
Yeah, so this sprint for me, I finished the typography updates with Jess's help. That's going out with the Slippers update. And I've worked on the Y Premium page. The Y Premium page, it's mostly done component based, but it needs the sidebar that's also coming out with the new Slippers. So I'm waiting on that to make it available for review. Since the typography and icons have changed, I need that to be able to look at their reality. And that one grew a little bit because of content. So this page before used to pull from a JML file that's called features that was in the repository. And I talked to a bunch of people to figure out what should we do, where should we pull the information, because this file was previously moved to our buyer experience repo, but it was segmented into files, into smaller files that were stage-based, which is not how the premium page organizes stuff. And we got a comment from the owner of the page that said that this is a page that they update often, the data on the features, and that the one we already have moved is probably already what is it called? Not updated, it's left behind. And that this is a much broader conversation because they linked me. I talked to Nathan because he was involved with this file before, and it's been used by several other teams. And there was an idea of segmenting it before, but it got scratched because they said it was gonna mess, I think, some automations. But in summary, it got really, really big, and I got told that I should stop it as it is and just talk to in the retro about what we're gonna do with this file, because it became a very big issue that we need to figure out who's gonna update that, or if we're gonna handle something that's not perfectly updated all the time. And it seems to be a lot of work if we're gonna move it or not move it, because I need to add more information, and our files have already been updated as well, so they're not matching out. So this grew significantly, and I guess we're gonna talk about it in the retro, and we're gonna figure out later how to separate this from my issue. So yeah, that's where I'm at with popcorn to Alvise.
Okay, so this sprint I finally finished some test fixes that a little very small task. Then one of the notorious tasks was the scroll to top button, which was a not big task, but it means a lot of new things for me, because it was a sleepers component, but I needed to preview that component that that are working good in the buyer's experience, because the functionality. So it's not very independent component. Well, at the end, yes, it was. I finally I figured out how to keep the component independent, but that fixes with the buyer's experience pages. So I discovered how to preview the sleepers library, how to use the preview in the dev stage. So I don't need to upload all push the commits. That it will be a very lot of stuff. And the redirect, and some redirection issue that sounds easy, but at the end I try to discover the best solution. I implement some routing server middleware that it's in my dev environment. It works very good, but I discovered that in the static target of the Nox doesn't work. So at the end, I will need to implement a very basic component-based redirection to the page. It's a bad stuff, because it means that the component will load information that at the end will not use it. And I will help Gabby Free with all the white premium page and the data manipulation that it's look a lot. It's looked very complicated because the data segmentation, but that's why we are here to figure out how to do the best approach. So I don't know. I need to say another's name or
I can just jump in. I was going to speak for Tyler. I know Tyler is out today. He did, I think he got the GA4 content security policy up this sprint, if I remember correctly, Dennis. And he helped Javi transition some of his issues over to Javi to get into the product and some of the other environments as well. And then I'll jump in and yeah, like Dennis said, we got the OneTrust script on the IR site. We got also they had them add in the privacy policy and cookie links in the footer for the IR site with help from Jess on the just some design, make sure it was correct per our brand. So those should be good. And then Dennis, yeah, if they come back that I don't think that we'll need to do anything on the IR site, but if there is some like questions about like how things are set up that we need to go, I need to reach out to them. Just let me know. We can kind of work through that. And I think that's about it. Bills, do you have anything else?